Eddie took a deep breath, trying to steady his hand as the compass in his palms spun wildly. It wasn't just spinning. It was glowing, a pulsating light that seemed to intensify with every step he took. Beside him, Harper kept pace, her long blonde hair catching the dim, strange light of the town. She was hunched over her tablet, her brow furrowed in concentration. The device was struggling, refusing to lock onto their location. On screen, the GPS marker jumped erratically, a frantic digital dance. The town ahead looked normal. Almost too normal. Almost too normal. Streets stretched out, lined with houses that were dark and empty. The air was unnaturally still, not even a whisper of wind rustling the leaves on the trees. It felt like a picture, a frozen moment in time. But, according to Eddie's compass, this frozen picture wasn't where it was supposed to be. It insisted they were standing somewhere else entirely, a place miles away, then a continent away, then nowhere at all. Harper muttered under her breath, tapping furiously at her screen. "This is impossible," she said, her voice tight with a mix of frustration and awe. "The coordinates are shifting every few seconds. It's like the whole town is refusing to stay still." She looked up from her tablet, her eyes wide, scanning the silent streetscape. How can a place just move? Eddie didn't have an answer. He just clutched the compass tighter, its erratic energy, a mirror of the unease coiling in his stomach. He felt an inexplicable pull toward the center of the town, a silent invitation from the empty main street. Taking another steadying breath, he stepped off the curb. The moment his foot touched the asphalt of the main street, everything changed. The compass, which had been a whirlwind of light and motion, snapped into perfect alignment. The needle pointed directly ahead, a single, unwavering line. But it wasn't just the compass. The world around them subtly, impossibly, rearranged itself. A storefront that was on their left was now on their right. The shadows cast by the streetlights stretched in the opposite direction. Most chillingly, the road they had just walked down, their only way out, was gone. It had simply vanished, replaced by a dense, unfamiliar row of houses. They were trapped. Harper gasped, her tablet falling from her numb fingers and clattering onto the pavement. Eddie... What just happened? He stared down the newly formed street, the compass a steady, solid weight in his hand. Through. The feeling of being pulled was stronger now, a clear and undeniable path laid out before him. He looked at the compass, then at the path, and a strange, terrifying realization began to dawn. I don't think we're in a moving place. Harper, he said slowly, his voice barely a whisper. I think we're inside a decision. He held up the compass, its glow now soft and constant. This isn't tracking our location anymore. He took a tentative step forward, and the buildings ahead seemed to sharpen, to become more real, more solid. He took a step back, and they blurred at the edges, almost dreamlike. A choice, a path, an outcome. It's tracking intent, he finished, his eyes locked on the impossible road ahead. Every step they took wasn't a measure of distance, but a confirmation of a choice. The town wasn't moving around them. It was reconfiguring itself based on what they decided to do. And with their exit gone, they only had one choice left. To walk the path the compass had laid out for them and discover where their intent would ultimately lead,